Welcome everybody to the Shark Scrapper channel, where we are on the hunt for the elusive scrap monsters. They're out there. We have to find them. Sometimes we have to sneak up on them. Sometimes they're hiding behind trash bins, even cars parked on the street. But we will find them because we are the Shark Scrapper, and we are on a mission to get stuff out of the trash and into a resale, reuse, and recycle stream. Come on, let's dive in. Well, our first find of the day is a member of the family Phanis salinus. This is the species Golden Shellis, fake woodus panel salinus. Well, many of you will know the common name of Phanis salinus as ceiling fan. Ceiling fans are very nice scrap to find. They will often yield steel in the bodies of the fan, cast aluminum or zinc, or pot metal for the arm brackets. There's a motor in there that can be sold as either a motor, or it can be further scrapped down to get copper and the shred. And there might be some irony aluminum or breakage type material inside the motor part as well. You go back here. Oh, it is another member of Gryllus Phanis. No, Phanis cilius. Come on, shark, get your scrap scraped. This one is multicolorous Phanis salinus. Now that's a pretty broad species because it's not well described in the journals. Oh, look at that cool little decoration piece. Let's put you in there. Now this is the remains of Brachus metilius and ubiquitous virus. These are actually pretty common in this part of the state. And we're going to have an interesting time measuring all this Brachus ubiquitous. That's a wide one too, isn't it? Look at that. Alright, some of that's plastic. Yeah, that's all plastic. That's plastic. That looks like a little motor. Oh, it's a lock. Door lock, and there's the key for the door lock. That's cool. Might be some brass. All right. And I don't need any of those bins. I don't believe. Cat litter box. Yeah, I don't need any of that. Little brass key. Okay, so this is a relatively common species of scrap around here, Lampus erectus. Now I'm pretty sure this is Lampus erectus iranius or stilus. They're still deciding how they want to formalize that. There's a number of subspecies within this Lampus erectus family. There's, of course, Lampus erectus brassus and aluminous. So you want to pay attention to which species you're getting. There's good scrap in here. Obviously, insulated copper wire. Then you'll either get shred brass, aluminum, maybe some decorative pieces, some pot metal pieces, or cast aluminum. So definitely worth when you find Lampus erectus. Hi, how you doing? That bottom off of there, that is not brass, that's shred. There, we'll put you over there and at some point decide what I'm going to do with you. Don't exactly like this situation. I was tempted to pull into the driveway. All right, that's plastic. And I hate making a mess, but they've already made a mess. So, oh man. That thing's just nasty. That does not count as ubiquitous wire shelving, by the way. I'm gonna cut you at the next stop, because I don't like being on the street like this. It's just too busy a street. Hey, how you doing? I'm gonna get some of your metal recycled if that's okay. Alrighty. So here we have Birdbathus ironus. You don't find too many Birdbathus ironus. But they're out. And I need to get my shears, my cutters here, because I need to get the cord off of Frigorus minius. Probably ought to take Frigorus minius back to the shark cage and get that sealed unit off of there, but this neck of the woods is very close to the yard that pays me really well, so I am probably going to just go right to the yard with that. Hey, get back here. All right, let's see now. What else do we have over here? This is a nice example of Cincus stainless steelus. I think we're going to check it real quick, make sure it's Cincus stainless steelus. Yes, so this is Cincus stainless steelus singulus as opposed to Cincus stainless steelus dualist or doublist. There's some argument in the literature if it's dualist or doublist, but you'll go back there. Now this is also a relatively common scrap species, Ironing Bordus metallis. You will sometimes find these with broken legs, which is usually why they have been cast out. Okay, so we have another example of Ironing Bordus erectus metallis. We have various other categories of scrap here, none of which is of great value. However, I do need a trellis, so I'm going to grab the trellis. All right, now then this is just wire meshes. You'll find a lot of different various species of wireless mesh all over the place. They're very common. Now I saw buried down inside of this box this is commonly found with Ironing Bordus. These two have a very symbiotic relationship in the world, so you will frequently find the two together. Now you don't always find them together out on the street, which is kind of interesting. Frequently you find Ironing Bordus metallis by itself, and frequently you find these guys by themselves, but sometimes you'll find them out together. Now then, the trellis is going to be kept, so I want to be careful not to break that. Now we don't find this one a lot, but it's always very nice when we do find this one. Trampolinus steelus. Now of course this is not Trampolinus steelus gigantus, which you're only going to find when the circus is in town, and it's very clearly not Trampolinus steelus minius, which is much smaller, usually for children and things like that. I do not believe the literature has articulated a subspecies for the standard yard size trampolinus. So it's, you know, you got to watch these. You got to research your literature carefully to understand these taxonomies. This one has very conveniently been dismantled. Now, let's see, what do we got going here? That's the rest of it. So they did not take the time to take off all of the springs. But I am going to take the time to separate the fabric from the steel. I'll save you watching that. All right, so we have some more wire shellfish ubiquitous. And it looks like somebody's science experiment. Do not use. It almost looks like somebody was trying to had a silver cell going or something there. All right, well, I'm not going to try to guess what it is, but I am going to take the wire shellfish ubiquitous to go along with all the other wire shellfish ubiquitous. We have quite a bit of it this time. Now, here we have yet another variety of Medalus wirus. This, I believe, is, get the broom out of the way. This, I believe, is Medalwirus gardinus. It looks like Medalwirus gardinus. Could be wrong. Could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Okay, now this looks like Cherfoldus medalus. It is Cherfoldus medalus, and that's fine. You got to watch out for Cherfoldus plasticus, because those you shouldn't take to recycle. But Cherfoldus medalus, you definitely can take to recycle. Now, sometimes, and this is kind of important, so that actually is Cherfoldus medalus stelis, or ferus. Again, the literature is unclear which way they want to go on that. You need to be careful, because sometimes that's Cherfoldus medalus aluminus, and that's a different category altogether, a different species altogether. So you want to make sure that you get those species, subspecies things clear. Now, this is a very unusual find. Microwavus already scraptoutus. It's not unusual to find Microwavus largus and other varieties of Microwavus, but to find one that's already been scrapped out is a rare find indeed. And they didn't take the low-grade board, which is kind of weird too. I'm going to get out of where I'm parked right here and get a screwdriver and get that board off of there. This species is interesting. This is Cartus coctalis medalus mirrorus. You don't find too many of these. It's not unusual to find a Cartus medalus, but to find a Cartus coctalis medalus mirrorus is unusual. Now that we are going to keep that all in there like that. And you're going in there like that. So another species of Phanus. This would be Phanus desktopus. So we found some more Shelphus wirus and Gutterus illuminus. And some cord food to go along with it. All in all, not a bad stop there. Hey y'all, I hope you enjoyed the scrap taxonomy tour today. I had a blast putting this together. I mean, it just really was a lot of fun, and it was a beautiful day to go out and do it. So all in all, a lot of fun. Now, I know this doesn't look like a lot of scrap. We did better probably than many of you expected, 340 pounds. And at 9 cents a pound, that's $30.60. And then don't forget, there's a bunch of stuff in the back seat that's going back to the shark cage for further treatment. So all in all, not a bad scrap day. We've also got quite a few new subscribers to the channel since I announced the Shark Scrap or Shark Adoption Project. By the way, there's a link up there to take you to the video where I announced that. The plan is to raise money to donate to the University of Miami's Shark Research and Conservation Program. If we donate $3,000, we get to name the shark that'll get tagged, and then we get a link to follow the tag. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to getting there. We're doing well with our donations. If you want to donate, it's real easy. You can just shoot me some bucks at my PayPal account, paypal.me/sharkscrapper. Please leave a note if you wish to remain anonymous. If you want to send me a check, you can mail it to my postal address in the description down below. Again, make sure you note if you want to be anonymous. Okay, folks, well, I'm going to finish getting this truck unloaded. There's a link that's going to pop up to take you to more of my street scrapping videos for your fun and enjoyment. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That's going to be that little icon in the middle of the two links. Once again, thanks for dropping by. Be safe, and we'll see you on the next one.